Welcome to today's 5 Good Minutes, considering the season of Advent with Kurt Bjorklund.
Joy is a theme in the Advent season, one of the weeks where we think about the joy that Christ brings. In Luke chapter 1, Mary says this, "My soul magnifies the Lord, and my spirit rejoices in God my Savior. For he has looked at the humble estate of his servant. For behold, from now on all generations will call me blessed." And when I first heard that verse, I think I remember thinking, well, yeah, I guess Mary is going to be called blessed for all generations. She has a reason to magnify the Lord. She's remembered all over the world, and that seemed to be, to me, what she was magnifying. But a closer examination says, "My spirit rejoices in God my Savior." So there's an acknowledgement that she is not worthy of the blessing, but God is the Savior. And then it says, "For he's looked at the humble estate of his servant." And the humble estate of his servant could certainly be her low social status, her poverty, some of the types of things that you look at like that. But in light of the fact that the verse right before says about my God rejoices in God my Savior and the humble estate, I think it's best to see those things as together, that Mary's anticipation of the Savior, her recognition of her need, was part of her joy. And that is illustrated in an interview that happened years ago on the Stephen Colbert show. He was interviewing Jimmy Cliff, who is a person who was a reggae recording artist. And at one point, he said something, Jimmy Cliff did, about not being a member of a religion. And he said this, he said, "No, I've graduated from that." To which Colbert asked, "You've graduated from religion?" "Yes," Cliff responded. Colbert then said that God is still sitting in heaven when we graduate from this life with a scorecard, and asked which scorecard, whether it be Christian, Muslim, or Jewish, that Cliff wanted to be graded on. And Cliff said, "Well, I just want to be graded on the scorecard of truth and facts." To which Colbert responded, "I'll take faith and grace." You see, the idea of graduating from religion, or even the idea that my scorecard is somehow based on me, is not a source for joy. It's a source for despair. And the joy that Mary feels in Luke chapter 1 is that she can say, "I am in a humble estate. I know that I can rejoice because there is a Savior who is not me." And as we anticipate Christmas and we walk through these weeks of Advent, one of the themes that I am just sitting with over and over again is that my sense of joy is not contingent. My sense of peace is not contingent. My sense of hope is not contingent. My sense of being loved is not contingent on me and my religion, but it's contingent on Jesus and his love and his mission to seek and to save the lost. And the only condition is that I am not confident in my own scorecard, but instead I'm confident in the scorecard of grace and of mercy and of the goodness of God and the mission of Jesus Christ. I want to let that truth sit in my heart today and this week and bring joy as I anticipate Christmas.
Thanks for joining us here today. There's a lot of great content to explore on Orchard Hill Plus and on the Orchard Hill main feed from the weekend. Have a great day.